friends, welcome back to another episode of Story Time with Miss H. Today we have a really good one. Today's story is, I don't know if you can see it, Lone Wolf by Sarah Kurpiel. It's a story about a family dog who thinks it's a wolf, but it has to come make a decision about where she belongs. So she goes on an adventure and she discovers herself. So I want to see what lessons that you can learn from her. Here she is right here, her adventure as she travels through the forest. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Maple loved being the Parker family dog. Every day she played tug-of-war with Jax, read with Avery on the couch, and tricked Mom and Dad into giving her extra treats and taking her on extra long walks. But on her walks, people would say, "Dude, that dog looks like a wolf." Woof, woof, woof. Are you sure she's not part wolf? The Parkers tried to explain that Maple was not, in fact, a wolf. Eventually, though, even Maple had her doubts. She looked more like a wolf than all the other dogs. She could hunt like a wolf, howl like a wolf, and dig like a wolf too. Maybe she was a wolf. And wolves belong in the wild, not in houses or dog parks, not on couches or sidewalks. So one day, when the fence was open, just an inch for just a moment, an inch and a moment was all it took. But out in the wild, the ground was tougher than Dad's flower garden. Squirrels were harder to hunt than Avery's flip-flops. And the perfect tug-of-war stick was just a stick if Jack wasn't on the other end. Would Mom ever hear her if she howled? Maple didn't want to be a wolf anymore. Then she remembered it was time for her evening walk. Maple never missed a walk, so she followed her nose out of the woods and through the neighborhood. And on her walk, she found her pack. Some people still thought Maple was a wolf, but Maple knew who she really was. She was a Parker, and she was right where she belonged. The end. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today's story. What lesson did you learn listening to our story, Lone Wolf, today? Well, I hope to see you next time. Bye.